The third question is still about the competitive firms. So in this practice, we want to get familiar with the relationship between the profit, revenue, and the costs. So before we start, let me remind you a very important formula to connect the revenue, quantity, price, profit together. So the total revenue equal to the price times the quantity, and the profit equal to the total profit equal to the total revenue minus the total cost, and the marginal cost equal to the change of your total cost. As the change of the quantity. So that's the important formula you need to know before we get started. The first question is ask you first fill in the blank and find the profit maximizing profit. So let's first fill in the blank. So the first column is the quantity, the second column is price. Since we know on the competitive market price equal to revenue, and we can very easy to calculate the total revenue, which equal to the price times the quantity. So the first we can fill if we have zero quantity and the times the price, we got total revenue equal to 0. So the price times quantity, you will get to the revenue. If we have one quantity and the total price, the price is 60, so the total revenue is 60. And if we have 2 times 60 is 120, and 3 times 60, and we got 180, and 240, and 300. And the fourth column is telling us the total cost. So we know the profit equal to the total revenue minus total cost. If you are familiar with accounting, so you should like this table. So 0 minus 50, and you get negative 50. 60 minus 70, you got negative 10. 120 minus 111, you got 10. And 180 minus 170, you got 10. And 120 minus 240 minus 240, you got 0. 300 minus 320, you got negative 20. So the last column is about the marginal cost. As I mentioned, it's equal to the change of total cost divided by the change of the quantity. So when we produce one output, and our total cost change from $50 to $70, so the marginal cost is equal to 20. And when we have the two output, so when we increase output from 1 to 2, our cost increase from 70 to 110, so we will have 110 minus 70, and we got 40. So the next, if we increase from 2 to 3 output, our cost increased by 60. And if we increase output from 3 to 4, and our cost increased by 70, and you will figure out if we increase quantity from 4 to 5, and we will have the total cost change from 240 to 320, and we got 80. So now we fill in the blank. The next question asks us to find the profit maximizing output. So on the competitive farm, and in the previous question, I also emphasized that the characteristic of the competitive farm is how they maximize the profit. That is, price equal to the marginal cost equal to the marginal revenue. So now we want to find which row we have the price equal to marginal cost equal to the marginal revenue. So in this question, we know the marginal revenue equal to price equal to 60. Now what we will do is we go to look at the marginal cost of column and try to find which sales value equal to 60. So we find it. That's here. So corresponding to marginal cost equal to 60, we found that the output is 3. So the question for this question, second part of this question, the maximum output which can maximize the profit, is equal to 3.